Hello everybody, my name is Rituparna and a very warm welcome to my channel. Today I have a very exciting video for you, and especially for my students out there whom I miss so much every day. As a former teacher, one of the most asked questions by my students was how to create a resume, how to start working on a resume. My answer to them would be that ideally to create a resume you should start working on it at least a year or a few months before you actually graduate. So if you are an undergraduate student or a postgraduate student who is going to graduate soon, who is going to finish their degree, this video is going to help you lots. So do stick till the very end. Now what do I mean when I say that work on your resume should start a year or a few months before you graduate? A resume is a very important and a very good tool to showcase your talents, your skills and achievements to your recruiters, right? You want to focus on your skills, your accomplishments, your internships, any rewards, any recognitions, any college fests that you got into, that you organized, that you were a part of. So you have to start to plan that what are the things that you want to include in there. And that is something very important. Now for example, that you are going to graduate in the next month, and today you sit down and you feel, oh, there is nothing that I can put on my resume. Well, it's frankly a little bit too late because you're soon graduating. Now you don't have that advantage of time with you so that you can do multiple things. Nonetheless, we can still figure some things out and I'll help you with that. So first, to create a resume, you need a format. That is one of the biggest struggles of any fresher or any student who are going to venture into their careers. Now this format that I am sharing with you on the screen that you will see is a format, and that is very important to understand. There can be multiple formats. A resume is a very dynamic document. It is not something static. It's not something that you create once and then you forget about it, or you just keep using the same resume for all kinds of job openings throughout your career, right? You keep updating, you keep experimenting with different things in the format. Now a format can be anything that you get inspired from Google, Pinterest, Canva. For every job profile that you are applying to, you are going to at least tweak or modify your resume a little bit. So have that flexibility. I also believe that there are apps that can create resume for you. Although that sounds like a good idea, these apps will give you resumes with very strict layouts so that you won't be able to easily add or delete things in that. So it's always a very good idea to start from scratch when you are preparing your resume. Let's get into the sections and break them down one by one. The first section that you see on the screen is your introduction, you can say. You have your name and contact details here. Be very careful when putting in your email ID and your phone number. All 10 digits should be there. It should be a good email ID with all the letters so that there is no grammatical errors there. This is what the recruiters are going to use to get in touch with you. So you cannot make any mistakes whatsoever. If you have an email which is, you feel now you have outgrown it, or it's very childish or immature or not really professional, you can always create another that you can use especially just for your professional things. Now you will see in my resume the sample that we have, that I have added Rituparna, creator, content writer, freelancer. Right now, because you're just starting off, you will probably not have those things, and that is completely okay. As you get advanced in your careers and you start having some work experience. The second section that we have is a profile summary. Now I see a lot of students also put it as career objective. I think it looks a little too outdated, the word objective and all. So you can put profile summary. Now it's again a big struggle because when we are starting off, we don't have a lot of things to put in the profile summary. So what do? So you write generalized statements. You can mention the areas that you are interested to work in and why you are interested for those specific areas only, right? If someone says, oh, I am really interested in doing research, then why is it so? You can mention that I have done some projects with the guidance of my teachers and I really enjoy that. I have an analytical mind. I like working with numbers, or etc. You get the point. So you can do things like, you can add things like, I am a fresh graduate, or I am a passed out student of this program. I am very driven, I am very passionate, creative. I am a good team player and I am looking for job opportunities in these fields. Again, keep in mind, recruiters do not have a lot of time. They have to go through a lot of resumes. So keep it short, sweet and simple. The next section that you will usually see with resumes is their work experience. Now I'm assuming that you do not have any work experience, so you can start with qualifications. In a resume, irrespective of the sections that you have, everything is in a reverse chronological order. That means the recent thing will be first. So keep that in mind. Whatever is the most recent, the fresh thing, that will be at the first, and then we go so on and so forth. So if you are a master's graduate, have that. If you are a bachelor's graduate, that will be the first thing. With qualifications, what you want to include is the institution, the name, the place, the year of your passing, your CGPA. You can also mention your projects and internships here. Now you will see in the format, I have a separate section for projects and internships, because many students do a lot of projects and internships during that course duration. If you have only a few that you think that do not require a complete section of their own, then you can put all those things here in the qualifications sections themselves. You don't have to create a separate section for that. The next section that we have is for any internships, as I said, work experience, projects, anything that you have done. Many people do take a break and they have some work experience, anything that they have worked on. So mention here. With work experience or projects or internships, what you want to mention is what was the project, or where was the internship, or what was the where was the work experience, the position and the duration. That's also very important. You can also mention some roles and responsibilities that you did at the time of your internship or your experience. Next we come to certification. So depending upon what type of job you're applying to and what is the requirement, the kind of role that is, select your certifications, right? If it's more creative, laid back, you can have your journalism or anything related to that, or any book clubs or open mics or anything like that that you have done. And of course, if you have organized any college fests, if you are part of teams, all of that should be included in either projects or accomplishments or awards. You can have different names for these sections, right? It depends upon what you are working with. That is why I said it's a very personalized documents rather than copying some format from somewhere. First, take a pen and paper, note down the things that you want to include. Once you see that, okay, these are the things that I have to work with, automatically the category you will find that will fit those things. Next, we are coming to skills. In skills, don't forget to add both hard skills and soft skills. Right? Hard skills can be any technical things, any programming language, any computer language, photography, any particular software that you know. Soft skills is more like leadership, teamwork, communication, time management, all of that. Right? And if you are able to supplement something to support these things, that will be a really good thing. Right? So if I say that I'm a very creative person and somewhere in my sections I have that, oh, I won a competition at my college for some kind of painting or some kind of debate or elocution, if I'm saying that I'm good with communication, that, you know, kinds of justifies that. It also gives a kind of proof that, okay, when I'm saying that I have these skills, I have some proof also to show for that. Of course, it will not be that for every type of skill that you are listing, you will have some proof, and that's completely okay. Now with skills, I feel that slowly the industry, of course it's a very generalized statement, but with time I'm seeing that industries are becoming more skill focused. So that is one thing that you should really focus on during your studies. What skills are you picking up? It's a great thing that you're doing a bachelor's program or a master's program, an MBA, MTech, BTech, BPharm, whatever background you're from, right? But during that course duration of 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, what skills have you picked up? That can be related to your field, or it can be something around your field, or something completely different as well, right? So do focus on that also. If you have some time before you actually have to start working on your resume, then this is a very good time to start working on some skills, building some skills. You can always go to Google and search for what are the most useful or required skills in your particular area, and see if you can find any projects related to that or any courses related to that. Last section that we have usually is the personal information section. Now the contact details are already in our first section that we have. So at the bottom we include things like hobbies, date of birth, hometown, and all of that statements, right? We sometimes also include nationality and all of that, although now I feel it's not really important to include that. The other thing that you should have in your resume is your socials. With socials, I mean any social media link. If you are blogging somewhere, if you are creating content somewhere on Instagram or on Twitter or on LinkedIn or YouTube, be sure to mention those things. If you are not really having a public profile and then you mention your Instagram handle, it's of no use to the recruiter, right? Remember, a resume is a document which you are actually using to show off your skills and your talents and your expertise. So only mention those things that are useful. There is no use mentioning an Instagram handle which nobody can see, or the things that cannot be accessed. If you are not present or creating any content or anything like that, that's absolutely okay. Just create a LinkedIn profile, complete all of the steps there, and just link your LinkedIn there, and that will also be enough. If you are interested, I can do a whole other video on how you can create a good LinkedIn profile. So drop down a comment below if you are interested, and I will surely get to that. So with this, we have come to an end of this video. I hope you were able to learn something. I hope I was able to give you some food for thought, some tips and tricks and thoughts. If you have enjoyed the video, do not forget to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, share this video with your friends, family, anyone you think for whom this video might be useful, and I will see you again next time. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy.